Hi, all the signs of the zodiac. I'm Pam, and welcome to your mid-month Psychic Tarot update for January 2021. This month I'm using the Morgan Greer Tarot deck. And remember, these are general readings. And to get messages pertaining specifically for you, you would need a private reading. Please be sure to watch your rising sign and your moon sign, because some months they're going to resonate more for you than your sun sign will. And if you're born on the cusp of your sign, some months your psychic predictions and messages are coming to you from there. So you might want to check that out. So all that being said, now onto your mid-month Psychic Tarot update. And I'm starting with the sign of Aries. Aries, the first card you got is Six of Swords. And the Six of Swords is moving, long distance travel, moving from troubled shores and troubled times to better shores and better times. It could also be having to commute for work or possibly a new job or travel for business. I feel like you're having to do a lot of cleaning up, whether you're moving literally or not, but it could be cleaning up your home, cleaning up your yard, cleaning up paperwork, cleaning out closets, attics, basements, garages. A lot of fixing, fix it, my guides say. So like fixing the hot water heater, fixing the roof, fixing the carpet that's ripped, fixing a chair that's broken, fixing your, anything around your home, driveways, walkways, cement. And feeling like you need to breathe some kind of fresh air because you have felt like a lot of pressure and constraints on you. And you have to let go. You're going to have to let go of things that have bothered you or been troubling you, because I feel like you're festering or you've been holding too much things inside of yourself. And, when you start doing that, you start manifesting things in your physical body. I have witnessed this with people in my family. I've experienced it myself. I've seen it with friends. So I know when you don't completely heal, resentment, anger, and things like that, they start to manifest in your physical body. So Aries really needs to do some healing and letting go of some things. Situations of some sort are changing. I mean, some of you may literally be moving your residence, but this also is symbolizing, could be big circumstances for you changing. Some of you feel like this pressure or threat or concern, like you can't stay where you are for some reason. Maybe you don't feel like the area you're living is safe, or your apartment building isn't safe, or the neighborhood isn't safe, or you feel like you can't stay there for other reasons. Maybe it's getting too expensive. Maybe taxes are getting too high. I don't know the reason, but I just get some of you are going to feel like you just can't stay where you are anymore. And you may see some goals and things on the horizon, and it's like, my goals are over there, so I need to head there. Or the energy is better over there, so I need to head over there. That's the energy behind you with the Six of Swords. So next card you have is the Nine of Pentacles. And the other sign that got Nine of Pentacles is Scorpio, also got it. So here you have being at peace and contentment with your life and having financial stability and abundance behind you. Some of you are going to have like a dream come true job or business that's going to be happening, or you're getting a raise. I get that fixing things up again comes up here, but for some of you, it may be your personality, your life, yourself, like your exterior world. And some of you, Aries, may actually start promoting things that you're doing. Could be something you're going to start making and putting out there onto the world, or a website that you're going to run, or work that you're already doing. But I get promoting things. But it's going to be a time now where you're going to want to feel very stable. And the things that are going to make you feel stable are things that you can do that ground you. Exercise, your diet especially, eating, organic food and avoiding processed foods, avoiding things with chemicals. That's going to be very important for you now. And showing your personal sense of style is also going to be important. So if you're a public figure, or you are in your job, you have to deal with the public in some way, but like really wanting to show your personal flair, your personal style. And if it's not in your appearance, it could be in your work or in something you're creating. You're going to want to show your personal flair, your personal style. Some of you may even be taking a lot of things out and examining them, and it could be valuables or things that are really important to you. And you may start thinking, you know what? I don't use this stuff, or I haven't used these things in years, or this stuff has value, but I can't really do anything with it right now, or it's not serving its purpose. So you may start to sell some, you know, like maybe you have camera equipment or technology or certain things that you collected that had value. You may start going through these things of value and going, you know what, I think I'm going to sell this. I think I'm going to sell that to bring in more money. And maybe you just don't feel like the things you're not using them, or they're just going to waste. So I hope those messages were of help to you. Now on to the sign of Taurus. Hey Taurus, the first card you have is Nine of Swords. So this could be sleepless nights, worriment, feeling ill, worried about somebody else feeling ill, grieving the loss of a breakup, like you could have a breakup. This could also mean, like in this particular deck, your hands could be tied about a certain situation. You may be confronted now by family members or bosses, or I don't know who else it could be, because I get family members and like companies or bosses that are trying to like keep you stuck where you can't do something you want to do, you know, or keep you like right where they want you. But I feel like you're concerned, even though this is ticking you off, I feel like you don't want to make waves for some reason. You feel like you have to follow along with the protocol or the dogma that they're trying to force on you. But you're going to resist this, and eventually there's going to be some like breaking apart or opening where you're not going to feel like you're being like backed into a corner and, you know, stuck in a certain way. You may see shady business dealings, shady operations, or shady people, and their shadiness may be coming to light to you. And this is going to take some time, but I feel like you're going to feel like you have to abide by the rules that are being set forth, even though internally you're like, yeah, shady, I see now, I see Taurus is seeing. But you're going to feel like you're under constraints and like you have to abide by some kind of rules or regulations, or you don't want to make waves. You don't want to rock the boat. These are all the things coming up here. This could even be at your particular place of employment. Maybe your boss is like, you know, really putting a squeeze to you, and you're like, I don't agree with how they're handling this or that. You're going to do some digging. And I feel that Tauruses are going to start snooping around, doing some digging and uncovering some secrets on their own. Now, what you do with that information, it'll be different for all of you. Maybe you're just going to sit on it and like locked away in the vault. But maybe you're going to do something with that information at a later date. It remains to be seen, because this is just a little mid-month update. You never know. So the card you have next is the Three of Rods. This is success. This could be a beginning of a successful business venture. This is waiting patiently for some success to come to you, or you had to let go of something so success can come to you. You're going to be like, you know what? I'm finally setting my path on straight. This is where I'm going. Even if you still have to put up with this hokum that's going on here, you're going to get away from that. you're going to start setting your course on some other action, some other way. And it's going to be like, I got to get away from this and I got to set my new path and go straight down that road. And you, in some ways, Taurus, I feel like you feel like I forgot how useful I used to feel, or like how motivated I used to be, how jazzed up I used to be about, you know, my projects, my work, my this, my that. And you may have been feeling, I don't know how long this had lasted for you. Could have been more than a year, could have been several years, could have been a few months. But I get that Tauruses may feel like they've gotten into a state of drudgery where they don't feel like they've been able to exercise their creativity, or they may not have felt like they were being utilized to their fullest at their job. And like you are kind of remembering, I get you remembering what you used to feel like about stuff. And now you're kind of like, you may feel forgotten by your family, or pushed aside by your family, or forgotten by maybe you feel like they're putting you on a shelf at work and they're kind of forgetting about you, like not promoting you, not giving you raises, but this is changing here. This is changing. You're breaking out of this Nine of Swords with a Three of Rods. Many of you will see a bigger change, like a job change, a change in a new path that you want to follow, or new things that you're going to do. I get March. It could really be through March through May for many of you Tauruses, but in particular, March comes up here the strongest. But you know what? In the meantime, till you get on that path and the road you want to be on, yeah, you're going to have to deal with the complaints and of coming from the peanut gallery, you know, from the people around you. You're going to have to deal with that, but I feel like you're going to start shutting that out, and you're going to be like, you know what? I'm going to get out of this situation and I'm going to go on this situation, on this road. And your wheels are going to be turning, and don't forget, you're going to be digging through information, and it's going to be quite enlightening for you. That's what I feel for Tauruses. And even though this is the mid-month of January, mid-month Psychic Tarot update, these energies could last from now till next month, the middle of next month. So, hope those messages were of help to you. Now on to the sign of Gemini. Hey Gemini, first card you got is Knight of Rods. This is a fire sign person, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or rising sign. This could be you if you have a rising sign or a moon sign that is a fire sign. This is somebody you're going to be talking to. They're maybe helping you out. You could be having a lot of interesting conversations with this Knight of Rods. I feel like they could be giving you important knowledge and information at this point in January, and maybe even going forward into February. Because they're trying to help you engineer something. So if you're trying to build something, a shed, a garage, an addition to your house, a house renovation, a website, a business, a new, maybe like a personal trainer, or get you like a nutritionist, a trainer, or anything like that. Whatever this could be, a mentor or even a professor. I feel like they're trying to help you engineer and build something, but you can build many things: relationships, websites, buildings. I don't know what they're trying to help you engineer. I feel like they're spot on. They got a lot of information. Interesting. This person seems to know what they're talking about. It's a good person for you to be connected with. It's a good person to listen to their ideas, their information, their intuition. And I really feel like they're going to put a lot of energy into helping you figure something out that's the next step or next phase of something that you're doing. This could even be a lawyer if you're trying to get divorced, or a lawyer if you're trying to file a lawsuit and you need to know the steps, or if you're trying to get child support, or if you are trying to do some kind of mediation in some way, or set up something. set up a new website or system or computer system. Like maybe you have a job where or a business where you need to get like some whole new system that's going to come in, and it's going to take inventory and schedule people and do the books and like do the whole works. I mean, this could be like an IT person or somebody that maybe even a financial advisor that's going to help you with investments or finances, how to make programs, schedule things. That's all coming up here with the Knight of Rods. And look what you have with it, which is very nice to see, Gemini. You have Nine of Cups, which is wish fulfillment. All good things coming to you in an emotional sense. You could get some kind of answered wish coming to you. You could feel very full and happy and contented. This could be good old party it up time, you know? You let the good times roll card. Finally, Gemini, you get the satisfaction you've been waiting for. Whatever that is, where's the satisfaction you've been waiting for, Gemini? Has it been in your love life, your home life, materially with money and finances? Is it your job, business? I feel like you're going to really help people. I see you start gifting things. You could be gifting, maybe you're doing really well, getting raises, bonuses, or you have some great success, or you're just getting the generosity bug. I know some Geminis, and one of the Geminis I know, extremely generous. So it doesn't surprise me that I get generosity here because I'm getting and you can be generous with your time, with knowledge, information. It doesn't always have to be materially generous. And it's like you're going to feel like you've got something finally concluded or set. So now you can proceed on to some next step or goal. So it could be maybe it's something to do with accounts and business that you were doing, and you needed to get these new programs or parameters set up, or, new computers or new data and technology or whatever it is. But it's like you got something, you're getting something nailed down, figured out, set up. Especially the word set up comes up here really strongly. And that's going to make you feel good because now you're going to proceed on to the next phase or the next step of what you want to do. If your health had been rickety or you hadn't been feeling that good, your health is going to start to feel better and improve as well. Starting now in the middle of January, maybe you already felt it earlier in the month. As you proceed forward into February, you're going to be feeling this way. I feel like some kind of information and things that you're going to look up or look into are going to change the course of what you're doing. So in your setting things up and the person helping you, whoever this is, whether it's a lawyer, a financial advisor, an accountant, an IT person, whomever it is, you're going to definitely feel like this was time well spent. And any information that you get from them to dig into, look up, it's all going to be part and parcel of helping you on to the next phase of your progress or plan or business or life in general. So keep in mind, these are general readings. That's why I always recommend you watch your rising sign and your moon sign. If you watch your rising sign, and this isn't coming from me, I have heard this by very well-known, knowledgeable astrologers, and a very good friend of mine who's knowledgeable about astrology says the same thing. If you watch your rising sign, that's going to deal more with what's fated, destined, and meant to be for you. And your sun sign is kind of like what you came here to do, but you have more free will with your sun sign. And your moon sign is going to tell you how your emotions are going to feel, how you're going to feel about things going on. So always good to watch all three if you can. So now, I hope those messages were of help to you. Now on to the sign of Cancer. Hey Cancer, first card you got, Queen of Pentacles. This is a earth sign person. This could be a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, sun, moon, or rising sign. Could be you if you have a rising sign or a moon sign That's an earth sign. You may be having to take care of something with this Queen of Pentacles, something that needs to be looked after or taken care of. If you have a mother that's got any kind of, or father, it could be a male or a female. If you have a parent that has, or somebody else important to you in your life, doesn't have to be a parent, but they need some kind of like care, like they've been sick or they're not feeling well, or they're elderly and they need like special assistance. Because I get like you having to care for them or concerned about their care is what comes up here. You know, and this Queen of Pentacles could be kind of trying to keep you in the dark and not let you know everything that's going on with them. So if they're having any financial problems or if they're not feeling well, they might not be wanting to share that with you. And I feel like in some ways, Cancer, you're kind of trying to get to the root of the problem of what's going on with them. You might have some annoyances with the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles may twist things around that they're saying, like twist things around that you said or did when they're telling somebody else. Or they could twist things around that have been said or done to them when they're telling you. They could be twisting things around. Because I get like twisting stories around or twisting situations around comes up around this Queen of Pentacles. I feel like you're really cautious in dealing with them. For some of you, whoever this is to you, I feel like you're very, you're maybe hesitant to tell them what to do or what would be best for them. And they may be very compelled to try to convince you to get to believe what they think or feel or believe. They may be like trying to push their agenda on you, like you should listen to me or you should believe in me. They may be trying to get you to get on board with their thoughts and story. So the card that comes up next is the Justice card. This is dealing with lawyers, court documents, legal papers, the legal system. This could also be anything that was unfair or unjust now could be brought to justice and will become fair and just. So for some of you, this doesn't necessarily have to mean legal at all. I see you taking good records, like record keeping. I hear the evidence is going to speak for itself. Some of you Cancers may have to hire some kind of attorney, some kind of legal counsel, an attorney to deal with somebody that you may feel is abusing their power with you or ripping you off. And that could even be another family member. You know, you might be having to do this with a family member, or it could be a job where you feel like they ripped you off. It could be that. So for some of you, this could be you getting legal advice and looking into legal situations, especially if you feel like you didn't get the benefits you were supposed to get or you didn't get the money you were supposed to get. For some of you, it could be directed at a family member, but it could be, you know, maybe an insurance company. You were supposed to get money and you didn't get it. Or a company or business you worked for, you were supposed to get money and they didn't give you the right amount, or they didn't give you all of what you should have had coming to you. For some of you, the Queen of Pentacles is disruptive energy when it comes to any legal situations. So for some of you, these two cards are tied together, and this could be like your ex, you're having to get a divorce or have some kind of settlement or do some kind of child support or divide property. It could be a sibling, maybe somebody in your family passed away and you've had to divide, property and it's not going well. So you got a lot of different possibilities here with this Queen of Pentacles. I feel like you're also going to be very strategic and waiting for the time is right. And I feel that you're going to be very strong and staunch about sticking to what you believe are the correct principles, and especially how you see it. So this is why you may, in some situations, having to be dealing with the court system and wanting to go through by using the power of law. So I hope those messages were of help to you. Now on to the sign of Leo. Hey Leo, first card you have is Ten of Pentacles, and this is receiving an inheritance. Money could be coming to you through family channels. You could get a gift of cash. You could win money. You could be working together with a partner as a couple to bring more money into your family. I feel that there are things that are going to start to happen, and for some of you, if you're already coupled, there could be some changes in your family dynamics or a dynamic with your partner. Some of you may be having to put your finances out on the table and have big financial discussions and decide to cut your losses. So, you know, you and your partner may have to sit down and say, we got to budget our money, or we got in over our head, this place is too expensive, and now with rising prices, we can't meet the bills, so we got to cut our losses and sell this place. Or if it's a business you guys got in, you know, whatever it is, it's like I see you on it at a table with someone, your love partner or business partner or someone, and you're putting all the financial information and discussions out on the table. And if there's anything where you have to sell, stop buying, move, whatever, like cutting your losses comes up here. And a lot of this energy is about change, because you don't want what's been going on for you to continue on the same way. Financially speaking, you're looking for change. You may feel like you don't want to be a slave to a job, a company a company or business you own that's really draining you financially and backing you into the corner and causing you a lot of stress and financial strain. If you're feeling like you're getting buried by your mortgage and other bills, it can be that. I feel like if you're a Leo that's having any kind of financial struggles or troubles, I feel by the time you get to August, it's like finished, all cleared out, like not a problem anymore. You may also be just sitting down with your spouse or significant other and saying, we have to make our money go further. We have to budget our money or reassess our finances, because I get that again. I keep seeing you sit with somebody at a table and going over like finances and financial discussions and how to cut your losses and all that kind of stuff. You got the Four of Pentacles with it. This is the Miser card, which makes a lot of sense for what came up in the Ten of Pentacles, because this is holding on protectively to your finances, holding on protectively to anything of value, could be even your emotions. This can also indicate financial success coming in the future. I do see you broadening your mind about money, and I see you thinking of ways to make your money go further, or also other ways you can generate money, or both. Some of you may be doing all right financially, but I feel like you may have your money pigeonholed into, allotted and pigeonholed into certain areas. And it may be holding steady and holding its own, but you may not be seeing enough financial growth. And you may want to see more financial growth. So for some of you, it may not be cutting your losses like you're losing money. Some of you may be holding water, but you want your finances to improve and grow stronger. You may even take a class or a course about finances and money, or start researching things about investing or different things that you can do, and looking it up online, or getting some kind of training or teaching or instruction or a class that you could take. Because I see you becoming, not saying some Leos are already brilliant about money, but if you're one of the Leos that's not, I feel like you're going to become more astute about money and finances and how to make them grow. I do also feel like you're preparing to make some cutbacks on certain things because of, like I said, you may be either you're having losses or you're holding water, but you want your finances to grow. So some of you may be putting a lot of energy into making cutbacks on things that maybe normally you were freewheeling about money. And now you have to, curtail spending, or I don't know, or making cutbacks in certain things. Maybe you're going to try to find ways to reduce your bills, your debts. So I hope those messages were of help to you. Now on to the sign of Virgo. Hi Virgo, first card you have is Eight of Swords, and this is being feeling like you're trapped in an emotional prison or trapped in a situation that you can't see how to get out of it. There could be unknown things and forces unknown. You don't know what's going on, could be happening. I feel like this is kind of a testing time for you Virgos, and I feel like some of you don't know where you want to go or you don't know what you want to do. You may feel like you have to stick with what you're doing, but you may have this like growing sense internally, like something you're continuing on with it doesn't sit right with you now. And there's changes going on around you, and you may not be sure how to handle what things are coming up. Some of you may be trying to get approved for some kind of loan, mortgage, grant, and there could be snags and holdups. Doesn't mean you're not going to get it, but it may be really problematic trying to get that money to take hold and to come through for you. And you may be going through a period of time for the next, month or so, like you feel like you're being tested, like you're going through testing times. You may be a little unclear how people perceive you or feel about you. Now, this could be the general public, if you're a public figure, or if you have your own business. But this could also be the people around you that you're close to. You may not be sure how they feel about you right now. You could be getting mixed messages or mixed signals. And like I said, for some of you Virgos, this is like testing times. You're not ready to do something deep or make some big giant change. I feel like you are going to be resistant to that right now and holding yourself back from committing to making like a big move, a big change, whatever area of your life that would pertain to. It's like you need to do a lot of internal work and thinking and sorting things out in your mind. A lot of pondering and sorting things out is coming up here for you. You've got the Four of Rods with it. Now the Four of Rods can be getting married, throwing a wedding for somebody in your family, attending a wedding. You could be getting married. It could be success coming to you in springtime. It could indicate some kind of party or celebration that's going to happen. If you're married, you may have some question or not be trusting about something going on in your marriage. Maybe it's not that you don't trust the other person. Maybe you're not trusting of the direction or how things have been playing out in your marriage recently. You may have this idyllic plan in your mind of how you want things to go and like the perfect idyllic dream. But you may feel a little unsure and stymied right now how to get to those goals. It could be about getting married and a wedding, but it could be any other goals you have. You may feel like, well, I see the ideal version of what I want to do, and I know the ideal scenario of how I want it to feel, but I don't know how to get there yet. Like you're questioning some things. I feel like some of you Virgos are questioning your direction of how to get to your goals. Some of you may be flat out just questioning a marriage you're in. If you're married, you may be feeling like things aren't going well. I thought things would be better by now. You may feel like you're going through testing times with your marriage partner. those could be some factors happening for some of you. I feel like you feel like situations are tenuous at best, and you're not feeling so great about how what people are saying and doing and contributing or not contributing around you with their opinions and their energy. Like, I feel like you're not like, I feel like other people are messing with your energy. I don't know how else to say that. These could be people in your family, people, you know, your kids, your spouse. It could be at work. It could be with coworkers. But somewhere you're feeling like other people's energy and opinions and views may not be totally jiving with you. Or you feel like these people around you, whether it be your family or could even be at work or friends, I feel like you feel they're testing you. This is really a testing time for you. March is going to feel like a much better energy time for you, where you feel like whatever this cruddy feelings that you don't like here that are going on too much will be cleared out, I feel, in March. So some of you, it could happen sooner. So I hope this messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. Now on to the sign of Libra. But before we go on to Libra, I just want to say here, if you'll please take a moment to look at this 30-second commercial that I've put on about the other videos I record for Vimeo with psychic predictions and messages. I'm posting it here because many people don't listen to what else I have to offer at the end of the video. So if you'll please take a look at this. To get more psychic messages and predictions from my spirit guides, please check the description box below this video for the links for my most recent videos for Vimeo. I look into very specific topics using a variety of divination tools to bring you more accurate predictions for your astrological signs. These links and descriptions are also available on the videos page of my website, www.theluckymermaid.com. Thank you. Hi, Libra. First card you have is Two of Pentacles. And Two of Pentacles is weighing your options, having to maybe make a choice or decision between two things. This could also be seeking balance. And there's emotions tied up here in this decision-making process or the option weighing. You may feel like you can't understand some things that are going on in the world right now. You may find communications feel a little bit complicated or disjointed or garbled to you. This could also, if it's not about things going on out there, it could be things happening for you in your own world with people in your own life. Some of you are getting really revved up to go on some kind of diet or exercise program. Some of you may even start to feel like you need some kind of therapy. Now, it could be physical therapy if you have some kind of, hurts, pains, wounds, but it could also be for emotional reasons. This could be, therapy with a psychologist or a psychiatrist or some kind of counselor. Some of you may be having pains in your shoulder, your wrist, your elbow, could be anywhere in your body, but I do get pains coming up for some of you in like I said, shoulder, elbow, wrist. You may also feel like you have to tie up some loose ends, because I feel like you may have some people that are going to ask you to do something and you may feel like you can't do it. These could be clients or customers. These could be friends. It could be family members. They could be asking you to do something fun and you can't even do it. Like, there's other things you've got to take care of. Tying up loose ends comes up here. So you may get some invitations in mid-January or going into February, and or be asked to do certain things that you're not going to be able to do. Some of you are going to be changing things from one kind of system over to another kind of system. So it could be like stocks and bonds and investments. It could also be banking, like you may be changing who you do your banking with, who you invest in, or any other systems. Like maybe you have cable and now you want to get satellite, or you don't want to have either of them anymore, or you're going to change your cell phone service over, like that kind of thing, like changing things over from one thing to something else comes up here. You have the Ace of Swords next, and the Ace of Swords is victory. It's victory. It can be truth being revealed. It could be victory because truth is revealed. Sometimes the Ace of Swords can mean knowledge, wisdom, and information. It can also indicate, sometimes it can mean love. Something you finally wanted or were waiting for to happen is finally going to come true and happen for you. It's like you get the green light, you get the go ahead. Like if you were waiting to make some kind of strategic move, or you were waiting for certain signs to give you a sign like it's the right time to move, it's the right time to buy, it's the right time to sell stocks, it's the right time to invest, it's the right time to, make a move to somebody you want to be in a relationship with, whatever the move is. Like you're going to get some kind of sign or signal that is going to be clear to you, like it's the right time for you to make some kind of move. Doesn't have to be a living situation move, although some of you it could be. But like I said, it could be some other strategic move or thing that you've been waiting to do, and you've been on hold from doing it. You're going to get the green light that it's time to do it. You may even have a family member that comes to you and says they finally succeeded in some kind of goal they were trying to do. So don't be surprised if you have kids. One of your kids may, maybe they're trying to get into a college or accepted to a certain program or get a job that they wanted to get. And all those things could apply to you as well, but it could apply to somebody near and dear to you also. Some of you are going to get some kind of chance or opportunity where you can really shine or be in the spotlight. If you applied for a job, or you went on an audition and you wanted a part in a movie, a play, in the theater, or like I said, a certain position that you wanted to get, it's like you're going to get this goal achieved, this thing that you've wanted. You may also be in communication with a lot of people where you're writing like emails, letters to people. I see you doing a lot of communication, could even be text messages. So I feel like I feel more like it's written words, not so much like phone calls. I feel like you're typing it somewhere on a computer, or typing it and then printing it out and sending an actual letter, because I get you communicating with people quite a bit. So I hope those messages were of help to you. Now on to the sign of Scorpio. Hi, Scorpio. First card you have is 8 of Pentacles, and this is the card of the apprentice. This is learning a new craft, learning a new skill, starting a new job, starting a new business, putting attention on craftsmanship and attention to detail, and gaining financial gains and rewards from whatever it is you're working on. Something that was held up or stalled for you or slowed down, I get back to business. So that's good news. So if you had felt like the squeeze because of things being shut down, I feel like things are getting more normalized and back to business for you. You know, the old adage, you have to spend money to make money. I feel like you're going to be, I pick up like you looking and researching into things about how you can expand and grow your money or your business or your work or both. And maybe having a bigger online presence or some kind of promotion or marketing where people will really like take notice and see what you're working on or what you have to offer. And you could be using social media to do it, or, you know, hiring PR person to take care of it, public relations and marketing for you. Or you could be just figuring it out and doing it yourself, because I do see you like researching and looking into it, like, how can I get, like, how can I promote my work? How can I promote my business? How can I promote myself? And this is all in the name of gathering more clients, getting more customers, making more money, making something grow or expand. Some of you are going to have a new project that you're going to be working on and developing, and by the time you get into spring, it's going to be starting to grow. It's going to be starting to take hold and flourish. So any project, plan, business, work idea, creative project that you could be working on in January and February and even into the beginning of March. Once you get into spring, which I live in the northern hemisphere, so that would be the end of March, all of April, all of May, and half of June, it will be flourishing at that point. And anything that wasn't working up to your standards, you may be dismantling it, taking apart, oiling it up, and fine-tuning it and putting it back together so it is more like a well-oiled machine. Now, that could literally be some mechanics and machinery or technology. It could even be things like that. But I feel like it feels more like, to me, a business model or something you created. So the card you have next with it is Nine of Pentacles, and Aries also got Nine of Pentacles, and you're getting it here too. So this is being at peace and contentment with your life and having financial stability and abundance behind you. And I do feel like you are going to have some financial growth and stability, because I see you treating yourself to the good life, to some things maybe that you always wanted to get. Or maybe you wanted to upgrade your car, or maybe you wanted to get some new clothes for your wardrobe, or, you know, get rid of old furniture you've had for a long time and upgrade your furniture and carpets in your home. I don't know what it's going to be, but like, it's like treating yourself, upgrading things. You know, maybe you're really into photography and you want to get a new camera gear and new camera. Or maybe you work on a computer all the time and you're like, okay, my computer's okay, but it's a few years old now and it's kind of pooping along. It's kind of out of date and you want to get a new computer. I mean, treating yourself and upgrading things is going to be something I see many of you Scorpios doing now, and it could continue on for the next few months. Some of you may really get the opportunity to show off your talents and skills and what you know how to do. I feel that that message even applies for most of the year of 2021. And you may be communicating with people in a whole new way, and you may be actually showing them how it's done. So that could be on some new platform that hasn't been shut down. And you may be telling your friends about it, like, hey, that got shut down over there. Well, here's this one over here, and this is how it works. And this is where you need to go, and this is how you can navigate through it, etc., etc. I get that for some of you Scorpios. And I do feel that some of you Scorpios are also going to have some kind of presentation that you're going to be making, and I feel it's going to go well for you, and people will be, I hear the words capitalizing on it. So you could be making some kind of presentation to people that are going to tell them how to make more money, or how to advance spiritually in some way, or how to grow as a person, or maybe you're in physical fitness and you're going to start talking about different kinds of diet and exercise. But I really feel that people are going to capitalize on it. So I hope those messages were of help to you. Now on to the sign of Sagittarius. Hi, Sagittarius. You got the World as your first card, which is a karmic cycle ending and a new karmic cycle beginning. It could also be having more control. The planets in the heavens and the spirit guides around you conspiring to give you more control. Or it could feel, you could feel like the lack of control. You're crossing through some kind of gateway or portal. And it feels like a lot of Sagittarians to me are trying to recreate their life in a new way. And you're being very conscious of the energy and the thoughts that you're putting out there, because you know that it will be magnified, manifested, and mirrored back to you. And your energy is up quite high. I really feel like your energy is getting pumped up and you're kind of like up for the challenge. I feel the Sagittarian energy is up for the challenge. And you're gaining more respectability and respect as you put your thoughts, ideas, and work out into the world right now. So this is a really good time for Capricorns to elevate their public image, their persona, to garner respect from people, whether it's your friends and family and loved ones around you, or whether it's out in the public sense. Some of you may start to do some kind of training, education, or taking some kind of classes, or it could be the reverse where you're teaching them. Some of you may really start to try to research anything to do with sicknesses, illnesses, diseases, cures, anything to do with energy work and healing modalities of any kind, even through the use of food, drink, meditation, that kind of thing. Like any kind of healing, doesn't matter which way you go about it. And I do feel that because of things that have been going on, you definitely feel like the need to try to control your environment right now. This could be because maybe you feel like a little bit disrupted by and uncertainty by things going on around out there, very likely. So the card you have next is the Four of Rods, and the Four of Rods can be throwing a wedding for somebody in your family. It could be you getting married. It could be about your marriage. It could be attending some kind of celebration. It could also indicate success in springtime. And the other sign that got Four of Rods was Virgo. Some of you that are single, I see like dusting yourself off, taking yourself off the shelf and dusting yourself off and putting yourself out there in a way to connect and meet somebody that, you hope will lead to a serious relationship. I picked that up for some of you single Sagittarians. Some of you may be trying to build a home. It could be a home you already have, and you're just trying to make it more homey, redecorate. But it could be for some other reason. But I get like trying to make something feel like home. Maybe you have to travel and you have to be away from your home family, and so you're in different places. Maybe your challenge is going to be that wherever you are, you want to do things to it to make it feel like home. I see you also creating a lot of dreams and fantasies in your mind, so I feel like Sagittarians are doing a lot of daydreaming or having a lot of idyllic visions and dreams about like how you want it to be. Try not to be too hard on yourself and looking back at the past, because I see some of you wishing you could rewrite something from your past. And you like kind of ruminating about it and feeling like, well, if I hadn't done that, or if I could change that, then things would be different. I do see some of you Sagittarians doing that. Some of you could go through the process of engagement or marriage, but I don't feel like many of you are doing it now. I feel like it's indicating that this is a possibility for this year. But I don't know that, I'm not feeling like the energy feels ripe for that right now, but there could be some of you get married and engaged and married right now. But I feel that is likely for some of you single Sagittarians this year, or to at the very least meet a life partner for you, whether it takes off right away or not. So I hope those messages were of help to you. Now on to the sign of Capricorn. Hi Capricorn. First card you have is Two of Cups. This is two people that are fate, destined, meant to be, intertwined in usually a love relationship, although you could have, it's kind of like soulmate type relationship or twin flame, but you can have this relationship even with somebody that's not romantic. If you're with someone already, or what I get is feelings that you have for somebody are changing. So maybe you have a friend or somebody you've been like known for a long time and you had like certain kinds of feelings for them in the past, but now your feelings are changing. Maybe you're going to fall in love with them. I don't know. Or maybe you've been in love with somebody and you've been in a love relationship for a long time and now those feelings are what's changing. I do feel like it's positive because I do get a lot of silliness, frivolity, and fun between you and someone else. I also get truth telling here and truths being revealed. So you could be like bearing your soul to someone. They could be sharing their truths and history with you. I hear communicating on another level. So some of you may be, like I said, a relationship you had could really be changing, and I'm getting communicating on another level. I feel like your energy about you is you want to stay positive and be positive in this and about this. The other person may have been like shy or skeptical about a relationship or skeptical about what's going on, but I feel like they're changing their mind. So it's not just that the relationship is changing. It's like you're both changing your minds about each other here. If you had any falling out with anybody in your past or with a spouse, I get or a significant other or someone you really care about, I get forgiveness here. So I also get forgiveness in this card. You have the Knight of Rods with it, and this is a fire sign person. This is either Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, sun, moon, or rising sign. It could also be you, Capricorn, if you have a rising sign or a moon sign that is a fire sign, or if you're born on the Sagittarius, Capricorn cusp. The other sign to get the Knight of Rods is Gemini. You know, the Knight of Rods could be somebody that's preparing to leave something. They want to scout out like new ground, new territory, what's out there. So for some of you, this could be you. For some of you, this could be a partner and you guys are parting ways. So this is a general reading. This is why it always makes it confusing for me when the people cards come up, because I get multiple reasons. Don't be surprised if you don't have a fire sign person in your life that's testing you to see how you feel about them. They may be very concerned with like that they're being treated properly, fairly. And they may be also trying to get some things up and going that may have been stuck or stalled. You may, if it's not you, you may find them a little complicated or tricky to deal with in the middle of January, possibly even going into February. They might be very dogmatic about their approach, like very single-minded about what they want to do and how they want to go about doing it. They could be kind of fixed or stubborn at this point. They could also be trying to demonstrate to you or show you what they're made of. And for some of you, you guys could take those, if it is you, if this is your rising moon sign or cusp sign, take all those things I just said and then apply them to yourself. Some of you may be giving something a try. a new, like a rebirth in a relationship that broke apart. You could be getting back together again and giving it another try. It could be a friendship that turns into a love relationship, and you may say, let's see how it goes. We'll give this relationship stuff a try. It could be some other type of association with this fire sign person, and you're going to give it a try. But you've got to carefully listen to the fire sign messages, because the fire sign has this could even be somebody else in your life, not the person in the Two of Cups. The fire sign person here could also be fed up with situations and they want to leave something. So they could want to leave a relationship, a household, a living situation, a job, and look for new vistas and new horizons. And I get them very single-minded, and they really want to, like, they're trying to prove themselves. And so I think yours, I get Two of Cups really clearly to me. Knight of Rods, lots going on there. So you might want to listen to that again. So I hope those messages were of help to you. Now on to the sign of Aquarius. Hey, Aquarius, you got the Hermit. So the Hermit is your spirit guides lighting the way, showing you the path to go, guiding you, protecting you. This could also be, you could be the Hermit, where you're taking a step back, getting a lay of the land before you proceed forward. But the Hermit, your spirit guides are still going to guide you. You may feel like you have to be very cautious or protective of your knowledge, insights, and information right now in the middle of January and moving forward into February. And you have to analyze what's going to make you feel safe and protected, what's going to give you the most confidence, and also what you see forward for your future and how you're going to go about getting there. I feel like there's a lot of change swirling around you, but you're not really grabbing onto any of it yet. And I feel like you're like choosing from a lot, like kind of like choosing from a lot of options, or trying to choose from a variety of options that you're analyzing. And some of it has to do with money. Some of it has to do with your job. Some of it has to do with your love life. Some of it has to do with, more than anything, I feel it's what's going to make you feel safe and secure, and also be the best financially for you moving forward, and how and where and what you want to put your energy into moving forward. These seem to be your concerns. You may want to take a break from your work or from reality in some way and just let some time pass before you make any kind of big decisions. I don't feel like this is a good time for you to make decisions right now. I really don't. I feel like this is, listen, Aquarius, I'm an Aquarius too, so I know what I speak of right here. And I have friends and relatives that are air signs, other air signs. And air signs love to analyze, overanalyze, pick things apart. Actually, I feel like that's what's happening in this card. You're doing a lot of analyzing. What makes me feel safe? What do I want to do? Which way do I want to go in the future? How's my money holding up? What things do I need to let go of? Like all these things, but not really making a decision about any of them. Like analyzing is coming up here to me. Surprise, Four of Cups didn't come up, because a lot of times that's Four of Cups to me, but you got the Hierophant with it. So the Hierophant is God or a high priest or a pope that's giving you a blessing, could be giving you a warning, could also indicate higher education and higher learning. You could be the teacher, you could be the student. I feel like you're trying to get your life together in a new way, because I feel in some ways, Aquarius, you're tired of the old paradigm and you're looking for a new paradigm. And you're going to have to pay a lot of attention to your gut instincts and listen to what your guides and angels and your deceased loved ones around you are trying to tell you. Because some of you Aquarians may feel like there's some kind of emptiness, some kind of void, something you're trying to fill. And what area of your life is that? Is that your love life? Is it your work life? Is it your living situation? It'll be different for all of you. Maybe you just feel like there's too many missing, like too many things are missing in your life and you're trying to figure out, like, you know, I don't know. Like, it's kind of interesting to me because I'm having my Saturn return. And that sounds very Saturn returnish to me, both of these cards. So maybe you're Aquarius having your Saturn return. You're going to be very concerned about not wanting to feel, like wanting to feel unfettered and not having a lot of strict, staunch restrictions put on your life. You're not going to want that right now. And being very, I'm not saying you don't want to be creative or energetic or get things done, but I feel like you're also going to be looking at what is a way to make things easier for you. So like if your living situation is complex or you have to commute a long distance for work, or there's something about the hours, or your living situation is, you know, causing you stress in some other ways. I feel like Aquarians are going to be really severely analyzing now and going into February and doing what makes you feel the most safe and protected, thinking about what direction you want to be going, and also making your life easier, streamlining things, making your life less complicated, and not wanting to be overly controlled, like wanting to feel free is going to be a big concern. So I feel like any cold, hard, concise decisions you're going to have to make, I feel like that's better put off to March or April. I don't feel like January is the time for Aquarians to make any big drastic moves or decisions. Maybe even February would be a little better, but I believe we're in Mercury in retrograde most of February. So I'm saying March and April. That's what my guide said to me, so I'm going with that. March and April is better time for you to like shift gears, make decisions. Now's the time to analyze. But the things you need to put into consideration is, what is easier for you? What can you streamline? What makes you feel safe? What makes you feel more protected? And what makes you feel more free? These are the factors that are going to be playing into your decision-making process. So I hope those messages were of help to you. Now on to the sign of Pisces. Hi Pisces, you got your first card is the Four of Swords. And the Four of Swords is a pause, a meditative state, a resting phase, a recuperation from an illness. Could also indicate prayer. I feel like you're busy, you're doing things, but I feel like your mind is clouded. I also feel like your dreams are affecting you. I feel like you're kind of concerned. You don't want to be taken out of some kind of situation you're in, or you don't want some kind of big change. But I do feel that Pisces are looking at things in their life like, however, things need to be revised. I don't know that you're handling some things going on as well as you should. I feel that you're internalizing a lot of things. And this is maybe causing you to have bad dreams, stress, anxiety, depression. I also feel like Pisces are doing some kind of fighting within themselves over stuff. So you could be divided. You could have a dichotomy in you where you're like, you know, you want this, but you want that. You don't want this, but you don't want that either. Like warring dichotomy, not being on the same page even within yourself about things. I feel like you really need fresh air, a breath of fresh air, being outside more. You may have, if you have any problems with allergies, asthma, or anything like that, they could be kicking up for you in January going into February. Careful of what you're eating and drinking, Pisces, because I really get this sense for some of you, you're not feeling as good as you should. And I also feel that some of you may feel like you want to make some kind of action steps forward, but you feel like you're in a pause or in a hiatus, and this could be causing depression or frustrating to you because you don't feel like you're able to make the action steps or changes or moves that you want to make. And you may feel like you're hanging in limbo right now, a little stuck. So the card that you have that came up with it is the Chariot. And funny, because Chariot does mean change. It can be pulled in two different directions. It could be having to make a choice between two different things. It could indicate long distance travel. But to me, it usually means change, and it's with the Four of Swords card. I feel like next month in February, you're like better equipped to get your ducks in a row and in a direction that you want to move in. I don't feel like it's good in January for you with that. I feel more like February is your month. I feel like you also have a little difficulty in dealing with certain aspects of yourself, and I feel that you, maybe not even just right now, this could be something that's happened to you over the course of your life. I feel that people sometimes misunderstand you or they don't get you fully. I really do feel like you turn into Action Jackson and start getting your stuff going and are a lot more motivated on some particular path or trail once you get into February, especially from, I'm going to say like the 15th or 16th on. You may also feel a lot of push and pull from other people in your life. Like people communicate with you and then they don't. Or they think you're really funny and they're texting you or talking to you and everything's going well, and then you don't hear from them for a really long time. Like, I get like this push and pull kind of situation with people in your life. This is even with friends, loved ones, family members, whoever. I get this like push and pull, back and forth. It's like not consistent. It hasn't been consistent for you. I know you're not going to like what I'm going to say here because you're going to be like, what? We just got into 2021. But I feel 2022 is actually a much better year for Pisces. Not that this year isn't going to go well, but it's just how my guides are telling me, like, your year feels like when you get into 2022, you're going to feel like this is my year. This year is a year of a lot of, I know this isn't a yearly reading, but it's what's coming up to me. It's like, it's a year for you to sort things out. And you know, we all have shadow sides of ourselves. We all do. And I feel like you have this, not only do you have a push and pull within inside of yourself, you kind of have it with other people. How they communicate with you, how often, when they don't, whether they like you or don't like you, whether they're on board with your ideas and think you're funny or whether they don't like you, and even within your own mind. It was interesting. You got changes coming up, but I'm telling you, your fires are going to be more stoked to get on board with starting to be like, yeah, I'm doing this and I'm doing that next month. Not now. I don't see that. So I hope this reading was of help to you, and I hope it made sense. And I want to say, as always, thank you so much to all the signs of the zodiac out there for watching my videos. I do truly appreciate it. And please like, share, and subscribe. And hit that notification bell when you do subscribe. That way you'll get notified when I upload my videos to YouTube. And if you would like to get more psychic predictions and messages channeled through me from my spirit guides that you're not going to see here, you can follow me on my Vimeo on-demand pages where I have many, many, many video series where I record psychic predictions and messages for very specific topics using a variety of divination tools. And all those links can be found on my website at www.theluckymermaid.com. Go to the videos page, and there you will see all the video series and what divination tools I used, how long the predictions went out for, and you click on the zodiac sign under that heading that you want, and it will take you to that video on Vimeo. I always post my most recent video series links below each video, down below in the Show More section, and those links will take you right to those videos on Vimeo. Now, the most recent video series I've recorded is my Saturn in Aquarius Psychic Tarot and Crystal readings from December 17th, 2020 through March 7th, 2023. So it's like 3 years of worth of predictions there. I used 6 different cards and the crystal. I thought they were really very interesting. I hope you'll check them out. I did the Saturn and Capricorn video series back when Saturn went into Capricorn. Now I did Saturn in Aquarius. Also, my solar eclipse in Sagittarius, December 14th, 2020, Psychic Tarot, Crystal, and Oracle card readings, where I used all those divination tools, the tarot cards, the crystal, and oracle cards. And those predictions last for 6 months. So those predictions go out till June of 2021. And also another video series about the eclipses, which I did using the same format for the full moon lunar eclipse in Gemini, November 30th, 2020, Psychic Tarot, Crystal, and Oracle card readings for each sign of the zodiac. Those predictions go out for 6 months, so until May of 2021. And also my Psychic Tarot readings for the new year of 2021 for each sign of the zodiac. If you didn't get those readings, I have 14 cards in those readings, so you might want to check them out. It's for the whole year of 2021. And if you would like to get more psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides channeled through me that you're not going to see here, you can follow me on my social media pages, The Lucky Mermaid LLC, The Psychic Pastry Chef LLC, and on Instagram, I am The Lucky Mermaid _ Pam Georgel. I use a variety of divination tools. I usually write those predictions out, and many people find they resonate with them. I believe that if you are feeling like, I want to go check out those readings, and you read it, there will be messages in those predictions there for you. They resonate with a lot of people. You might find they resonate with you too. If you would like to help support the readings I do and support my channel, you can make a donation. There is a donation link beneath all those video series links down below in the Show More section, and it is connected to PayPal. And I want to say a big thank you to all of you who have been so kind and generous and donated to my channel. It does help and it does mean a lot. So thank you so much for that. So I want to say, I hope you all have an amazing rest of the month of January 2021. And know that I wish you many blessings and peace.